USCIS New Immigration Changes 2025, Green Card, Family Immigration, H-1B, Students and Asylum. What if the path to a U.S. green card, a path that thousands of families have been patiently waiting on for years, was suddenly rerouted overnight? What if the very rules governing family sponsorship and work visas were rewritten to prioritize different skills and different relationships? This is not a hypothetical scenario. As we move through 2025, the United States immigration landscape is undergoing its most significant transformation in decades, with new policies fundamentally altering the journey for millions of hopeful immigrants around the world. Welcome to Travel Tree News, your trusted source for clear, unbiased updates on global immigration. In today's special report, we are diving deep into the seismic shifts happening within the U.S. immigration system in 2025. The current administration has introduced a sweeping set of reforms that are sending ripples across every category, from family-based sponsorship and employment-based green cards to the H-1B visa program and border security protocols. In this video, we will break down exactly what these changes mean for you. We will explain the new points-based system for employment visas, the controversial changes to family-based immigration categories, the overhaul of the H-1B lottery process, the new policies affecting international students on F-1 visas, and the latest updates on border enforcement and asylum claims. This is a comprehensive guide designed to turn complex policy into an actionable plan. Let's begin. 1. The Green Card Overhaul, a new points-based system for skilled workers. One of the most monumental changes is the introduction of a merit-based, point system for employment-based green cards, moving beyond the traditional model that heavily relied on employer sponsorship. The old system versus the new. Previously, securing an employment-based green card was primarily tied to a specific job offer from a U.S. employer who was willing to sponsor you. The process was often lengthy and left the employee tied to that employer. The new 2025 system awards points based on a candidate's individual attributes. How the points are awarded: points are allocated for factors such as age. Younger applicants receive more points. Education, advanced degrees, master's, PhD, from accredited institutions are highly valued. Work experience, years of experience in high-demand fields like STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Language proficiency, high scores on standardized English tests can significantly boost a profile. Job offer, while a job offer is no longer the sole gateway, it still contributes a substantial number of points, especially if the salary offered is high. Travel Tree News Analysis. This shift aims to make the U.S. more competitive in the global race for talent, directly aligning immigration with economic needs. It provides a more direct pathway for highly skilled individuals without them being dependent on a single employer for years. 2. Family-based immigration, prioritizing the immediate nuclear family. The reforms have also brought significant changes to family-based immigration, with a clear policy shift towards limiting the categories of relatives who can be sponsored. The key change: the new policies have placed a strong emphasis on the immediate nuclear family. This means spouses and minor children of U.S. citizens and green card holders remain the top priority. However, the categories for other family members have been severely restricted. Impact on specific categories. Siblings of U.S. citizens. The category for brothers and sisters of adult U.S. citizens has been effectively eliminated for new applicants. Married adult children. The sponsorship pathways for married sons and daughters over the age of 21 have been significantly narrowed. Travel Tree News Analysis. The administration's goal is to reduce what it calls chain migration, and to clear the existing massive backlog of applications for immediate family members. For countless families, especially in countries with long wait times, this change means that dreams of reuniting with extended family members have been put on hold indefinitely. 3. The H-1B visa lottery, replaced by a wage-based selection process. The popular H-1B visa for specialty occupation workers has undergone a complete makeover, moving away from a random lottery to a system that prioritizes salary. End of the luck-based lottery. In the past, the H-1B cap was filled through a random computer-generated lottery, which gave every registered petition an equal chance, regardless of the job or salary. This led to accusations of abuse and fraud. The new wage level selection, under the 2025 rules, registrations are now ranked based on the offered wage level. Petitions offering a salary that meets or exceeds level 4, the highest wage level for that occupation and location, are selected first, followed by level 3, and so on, until the annual cap is met. Travel Tree News Analysis. This change is designed to ensure that the H-1B program is used to attract the best and brightest, by prioritizing higher-skilled, higher-wage positions. It aims to protect U.S. workers by preventing companies from using the program to fill lower-wage roles. For applicants, it means that securing a high-paying job offer is now more critical than ever. 4. International Student Pathways, stricter rules for F-1 visas and OPT. The policies affecting international students have also been tightened, with a focus on ensuring that student visa programs are used for education, not as a backdoor to immigration. Scrutiny on course selection. There is increased scrutiny on students applying for courses that are not directly aligned with their previous academic or professional background. Consular officers are now more likely to deny F-1 visas if the chosen program of study appears inconsistent. Optional Practical Training (OPT) changes. The popular OPT program, which allows students to work in the U.S. for up to 3 years after graduation in STEM fields, is facing new restrictions. The application process has become more rigorous, with requirements for closer oversight by educational institutions and employers. Travel Tree News Analysis. While the U.S. still welcomes international students, the message is clear: the student visa is a temporary, non-immigrant visa. The pathway from F-1 to H-1B to Green Card has become more challenging, pushing students to consider the new points-based system as a more direct route after their studies. 5. Border Security and Asylum, a focus on expedited removals. At the southern border, the policy emphasis is on speed and deterrence. Expanded expedited removal, the authorities to quickly remove individuals who cannot demonstrate a legal basis to remain in the U.S. have been significantly expanded. This allows for faster processing and deportation without a full immigration court hearing in many cases. Higher bar for asylum claims. The criteria for establishing a credible fear of persecution, the first step in an asylum claim, have been raised. This is intended to filter out claims that are deemed less likely to succeed earlier in the process. A system redefined. The U.S. immigration system of 2025 is fundamentally different from that of just a few years ago. The overarching theme is a move towards a more selective, merit-based, and economically driven model, with a simultaneous narrowing of family-based channels and a tightening of border protocols. For potential applicants, this means that thorough research and strategic planning are no longer just advisable, they are essential. This has been a Travel Tree News. These changes are complex and constantly evolving. For the most current information, always consult the official USCIS website or an accredited immigration attorney. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to our channel for more clear and reliable immigration news from around the globe.